you have another exponential model, and this model is equal to, so y is equal to, and then we have here 2 to the power of x plus c. So it's w lots of 2 to the power of x plus c. And it's known that it passes through the two coordinates, one of which is 1, 4, and the second is 2, 10. So we're going to use those two pieces of information to help us to find w and c in my equation. So we know that if we get given a modelling question and we don't have the full information for the model, usually you would just take the coordinates that they give you, you can sub them into x and y, form an expression, and then from there you're able to solve it. So the first one is 1, 4 as a coordinate. Now if I substitute that in, that means that x is equal to 1 and y is equal to 4. So I have 4 is equal to w times 2 to the power of 1 plus c. So that's just 4 is equal to w times 2 plus c, or 4 is equal to 2w plus c. And then we can do the same again with the second coordinate, which is 2, 10. So this time x is 2 and y is 10. So 10 is equal to w times 2 to the power of 2 plus c. So in that same way, we have 4w, 2 squared is 4, plus c. So we now have two different equations, and we can use that to help us find what w and c are. So I'm going to go to my calculator, and we have apps and then polysimult 2, and we want to do simultaneous equations. We have two equations and two unknowns. So the first one you can see here, we have, if I think of w as my x, I have 2w and 1c or 1y, and that's equal to 4. And then the second equation, I have 4w and 1c is equal to 10. So I'm going to solve that equation, and you can see here that x, which in our case is w, is equal to the 3, and c, which in our case on the calculator is y, is equal to -2. In which case I can actually write out my full equation. Y is equal to 3 lots of 2 to the power of x minus 2. So that's now with my w and c values substituted in. And then the second part is to find the y value when x is 4. So you can do that multiple ways. You can say y is equal to 3, 2 to the power of 4 minus 2. And you can actually just type that into your calculator. So 3 times 2 to the power of 4 minus 2. Whoops, minus 2, sorry. So that gives me the value. Or, oh, whoops, sorry. This should be 3. There we go, so 46. Or you can do that on the calculator and you could graph it and then find the value at 4. So either of those options would be fine. I quite like this method because at least you can show method marks. If not, then that's fine. You would just sketch the function and sketch the 4 and show where that intersection is. And that's also fine for your working. In terms of the marks, there is 1 for knowing that you needed to sub in the coordinates to find your equations, and then there is 1 each for the answers. And then for the second part, there's 2 marks. 1 is for your method and 1 is for your answer.